in this first quarter. Now Lawrence on first down. And his first pass is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Fighting through it. He's got space. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Meanwhile, Lawrence is thrown into the hands of Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Lawrence's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Here's Lawrence to throw. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Mixon. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Lawrence. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. An option handoff here to Mixon. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. On 1st down, Wilson. Goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Malone Nichols able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
2nd and 21. A lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be gathered up in the end zone, and that's a defensive touchdown. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football in a safe place.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things, and you know in that situation, as they were...
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Quez Watkins, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. On play action, Lawrence. He's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Lawrence will throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. On 2nd and very short, Lawrence. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. You normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Deebo Samuel. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. He's going to try and go deep again. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
It is fielded right at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the second, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Again, it's Lawrence. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Open man left side, it's a tight end, Tunyon. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll run it with Elliott. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field, and he wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. A give to Elliott running left. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now Wilson on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. Touchdown! Quez Watkins. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Lawrence going to take it himself. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well. And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play. On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They go play action now. Lawrence. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it. Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Mixon with a first down carry. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there. On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. But they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it, or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. On second down now, it's Elliott. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And some room to work. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will tie our game here in the third. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just touchdown.
Deebo Samuel, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Ravens on one play have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there for the Niners. A first down carry by Elliott. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they showed passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On the option, here's Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Adafe Owe, racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Lawrence. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Lawrence going to throw again. Flushed out right. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. An option handoff here to Mixon. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Deebo Samuel there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because...
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. look up there. Incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
To throw again on second down. Wilson is going to let this go for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. DK Metcalf, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Niners are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Man open left side is Brown. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On first down, Lawrence. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Lawrence. Caught on a slant. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Again, Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking.
Touchdown 49ers. DK Metcalf. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wondered maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The drive will start with an option going left. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. Lawrence going to keep it again. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Trevor Lawrence, a 23-yard run. And the Ravens are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dafe Owe. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. He'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That means there's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. That's complete to Chase. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And the Niners are right back in this football game. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a...
He's got a man, complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. This to get it back to a one-score game. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence taking a shot for Samuel. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator,